This is the version 1 LED trunk bar for the Toyota Camry. This particular one here is the red version. There is also a smoke version. And in this video, we're going to show you how to test the LED trunk bar to make sure all the functionality does work on it. It does come with this harness. This harness, however, is for use only with the OEM XSC taillights. So if you have an XSC with OEM XSC taillights, this will be direct plug and play. You can connect this to the LED trunk light, and then these two ends here go to your OEM taillight harnesses. If you are running one of the other trims that is not an XSC, or you have an XSC that does not have the OEM XSC taillights, you can still use this harness, but you're going to have to cut these ends off here, get rid of these plugs, because you can still use these wires, but you're going to have to T-tap them in or manually tap them into your OEM taillight harness for the various functions. So for this purpose here though, we're going to be testing the light to make sure everything works. So what we have here is we have the actual harness and connector that comes out of the back of the LED trunk light. You've got your different wires here. You've got black, which is your ground, red, which is your brake. You've got the white and the yellow. The white, I believe, is animation. The animation, and then the yellow is the turn signal for, I think it's the driver's side, and the green is for the passenger side turn signal, but we'll verify for sure when we test it. So what we have here, we're going to use this power inverter. If you don't have a power inverter, you can use your car's battery by simply getting two pieces of wire, connecting one to the negative terminal on your battery and another one to the positive terminal in your battery, and you can replicate the power inverter for testing. So to test this light, we need to connect our negative wire to the negative pin or back of the wire for the black wire, which is the ground on this bar. So I'm just going to connect it back here to the back.
Yeah, we have to do this carefully because you don't want the pins to come out.
Right. You want to be very, very careful. Just make sure you get a good enough connection. Okay, so we're connecting to the green wire. I have my ground now. There. So the green, this is the driver's side turn signal.
Okay, so the green is for?
The driver's side turn signal.
Okay.
The yellow, so we're going to connect our wire next to the yellow. This is the passenger side turn signal on the light bar.
Okay.
Next, we're going to test the white. So we're connecting it to the white. This is the startup animation and running light. So when you connect it, it'll go through the startup animation, and then it'll stay on with the running light. This only happens when you have your headlights turned into the on position. And then lastly is the red wire, which is the brake. It will flash a couple of times and then go solid. So we'll show here again. Flashes a couple of times to alert people behind you that you're stopping, and then it goes solid with the brake. So to test this light, you will need to connect the wires as we've shown here, go through each of the functionality tests, testing each one of the wires, and this will let you know if everything on the light bar is working correctly. So that will verify everything is working correctly for you. Do keep in mind, you do need to use either a direct power inverter or you need to use your battery, because you have to be able to provide ground and provide power for the test. If you're using a tester or a voltmeter or something of that nature where you're just testing the connections, that won't do anything because you're not actually testing the ground and the power wires at the same time to provide actual power to light the bar up. So this is how you would actually test the light. For warranty purposes, this is the way that has to be tested in order for the warranty to be reviewed and then approved.